Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Danganronpa. This is episode 3. In last episode we made it to the end of the prologue, and within that we met the rest of the cast. We met Monokuma or Monobe, and we saw the general vibe of what this game is going for. They either stay or stuck together in the school for the rest of their lives, or one of them tries to kill another and gets to escape. There's more to it than that, but that's all we've been told I think right now. I'll leave it there. Anyways, at the end of the prologue we got a save screen, so I didn't want to carry on. I wanted to start it off here just in case something happened straight away as soon as I loaded it back up. So here we go. Oh, no, it brings us to this menu. I thought it might, to be honest, but I wasn't sure. Okay, extras. If we have a look at the extras, there's plenty you can do in this game. Event gallery, you get to see, yeah, exactly, all cutscenes. So if we have a little look in here, plenty of them. And there'll be tons more as well. There's a lot of these ones are like little ones. We can't actually use them yet because we haven't bought them. But yeah, monocoins. And you'll get them throughout the game. It'll introduce us to that as we go along. So, movie gallery, lots of movie clips. The only one we've had, the punishment one from the very start, and the opening, which was the proper opening to me anyway. Introduced all the characters in a cutscene way. Artwork gallery. Doesn't look like we can have any of them yet, unless they were further across. Sound gallery, that's what I used the most when I first played the game. I was listening to it for so long on the Vita. I just had the earphones and off I went. Store to buy stuff on the, yeah, it's called the Mono machine, which, it's a slot machine sort of. It gives you a lucky thing that comes out. I don't know what they're called, they're like a capsule machine, but I don't know what they're actually called. Anyways, that's when you complete the game, question mark, chapter select, or we're just going to continue. Ah, that was long-winded. You must kill someone if you want to leave. My mind froze, and my breath caught in my throat as I thought about that. I could feel a paralyzing fear slowly making its way through my body, dominating every last nerve. The air hung heavy on me, pressing down like a weight around my neck. It took everything I had just to endure that weight. Chapter 1. To survive. Yeah, it's gonna be so exciting. I'm really looking forward to. I hope there's some people who haven't played this game watching it. I would like them to be excited to see more, but for as heavy as the air felt, all it took to pierce it was her sharp words.
And?
So, what are you gonna do now?
Hey.
Just stand around glaring at each other? Her pointed comment was directed at everyone in the room. She seemed so cold. It helped pull us all back to reality. Right, she's right. Sometimes even if you're nervous or afraid, you just have to step forward. To forget such a simple fact. I can't forgive myself. I'm so ashamed.
You hear me?
Please, someone hit me. I can't forgive myself. Someone hit me. Punish me. God. Jesus, if you have time to yell about it, you have time to do something about it.
However...
Perhaps. But what's the mission exactly?
Stupid.
To look for a way out, duh. Well, okay. And we totally need to find whoever was controlling that stupid bear and beat the hell out of him. But before we do all that, maybe we should take a look at the handbook. It's probably best to check out the school regulations Monokuma mentioned before doing anything else, because he said that we wasn't allowed to do anything that went against the regulations. Or, you know, we saw the bomb, we saw how we could get killed.
This is fine.
True, if we stumble around with no clue what the rules are, something like that might happen again. Shit.
Alright.
Fine, let's hurry up and check out the stupid rules already. And here's the e-handbook. We'll be seeing the screen quite a bit. Makoto Naegi. We're looking at ours, obviously it's got our name on it. After turning on my e-handbook, the first thing that appeared was my name. So just like Monokuma said, the owner's name showed up front and center. Then, from the main menu that popped up, I selected the school regulations icon. An itemized list appeared on screen. It was the school regulations. In other words, the rules being imposed on us all. Students may reside only within the school. Leaving campus is an unacceptable use of time. They're not leaving school. 2. Night time is from 10 PM to 7 AM. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution. 10 PM? Well, I won't get up at 7 AM out of choice anyway, but, you know. 3. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. Okay. 4. With minimal restrictions, you're free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. 5. Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of surveillance cameras. This is the rule we saw was broken by our biker gang leader. 6. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. There we go, that's an important point. Once they kill someone, they mustn't be discovered or there'll be consequences. 7. Additional school regulations may be added as necessary. That's a good rule to have, I can see why you would do that. Feeling a slight dizziness, I raised my face up from the screen. As I looked around, I saw the same stormy expression on everyone's faces. This is bullshit. What the hell kind of rules are these? I'm not going to let them control me. Well then, why don't you wander around the school without a care in the world and see what happens? Personally, I would love to see what happens when someone breaks one of the rules. Well, we've seen it.
However...
But if he got punished like what we saw before, I don't think there'd be a respawn waiting for him. Nerd. Ever since I was a kid, I grew up with my older brother pounding this into my head. When a man makes a promise, he has to keep it, even if it kills him.
And...
So what?
What?
I made a ton of promises that I still have to keep. That's so what?
Piece of shit!
So I can't afford to die in here. He needs to escape. And that made much sense to me. But you were saying you will follow the regulations? Is that it?
That's true.
Oh well, yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, I have a question. For regulation number 6, what do you think it means exactly? Yeah, this is the one about killing. You're talking about the second half, right? Where it says, unless they're discovered. I was wondering about that myself. It's saying that if you want to graduate, you have to kill someone without anyone finding out it was you. But why? Why do we have to do that? I don't see any reason to worry about it. Just worry about following the rules as they've been explained to us. Yeah, nobody has to worry about that rule as long as they're not thinking of killing anyone.
Such ignorance.
Frankly, I don't want to hear anything from someone who waits for others to decide what to do for them. Don't jab at me.
Give me a break.
More like a full-on stab. Well, for now, let's forget all that silly junk about murders or whatever.
Okay.
Now that we know the rules, let's start exploring the school. True, we need to find out where exactly we are. Is there any way out? What about food and supplies?
You understand?
There are tons of questions we need to answer.
Let's do it!
Damn straight. Okay, then let's all start looking around. I'll be going alone. Of course you will. Why? That's a pretty stupid idea, don't you think? Someone here might already have started thinking about murdering one of us. Are you saying we should stand around with them in our midst to make it that much easier for them? I think it would be easier for them if you walk off on your own, to be honest.
Hold on a second.
That would never.
What?
Don't bother saying it couldn't happen. You can't deny the possibility. That's why you all seized up with fear when that graduation rule was made clear to you. Am I wrong? But... So I'm simply acting in accordance with what I think is best for me.
Just
Hold on. Like hell, I'm gonna let you run off and do whatever you want.
What?
Out of my way, Plankton! Yeah, little and insignificant. The fuck's that supposed to mean?
Such...
One tiny bit of plankton drifting across the sea. So minuscule, so insignificant, they couldn't possibly have any kind of influence on the boundless ocean.
You're fucking
I'm gonna kick
dead.
your ass. So stop it! We shouldn't fight.
What?
Fuck you just say? You're some kind of goody-goody little bitch.
You wanna throw
Who do you think
down?
you are talking to me like that? You think you're my fucking dad or something? No, I wasn't.
You son
Fuck
of a...
you! Oh. He punched me. And I flew back in a heap. He's a dangerous guy. It was like something straight out of a comic book. I didn't even see the punch coming. It was just suddenly right there in my face. 1 second I was standing there, the next I was soaring through the air. Now that I think about it, maybe I'd kind of forgotten. The kind of people I'd been trapped here with. My common sense had just stopped functioning. Being around all these ultimates had blown my fuses. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised it led to something as absurd as this. But I just lost track of that sense of reality. That was my last thought as my consciousness started to fade, before it finally cut out completely. And when I finally opened my eyes again, what I saw was... Ah, this is your dormitory. Gah. Huh? Where am I? As if it had become part of my daily routine, I woke up in yet another room I'd never seen before. Okay, so, where am I now? You now have access to the handbook menu. Exactly, press square. I had to look up how to save without having the save prompts. You press square as soon as you get the handbook and stuff. From now, pretty much. Yeah, I forgot. You can use this menu to check the school regulations and character info in the report card section. At certain points, map and truth bullets may not be available. You can also save and load game data. Good. And touchpad button to review the transcript to see what's been said before. This records all pertinent info, so use this to review comments from everyone involved. Okay, let's try that. Touchpad first. There we go. That's everything that was just told to us by the information thing. If we press square, we can check out the menu. System is to save and all that. Regulations is to check out the regulations that we just add. There's 6 of them, or 7 technically, I guess. More can be added. Report card to see everything about everyone. This builds up as you do the little mini games going through. That might not make much sense yet, but it will. Presents. These are things that we've had one of at the end of the prologue. We were given one. That was 114 of them. Am I going to find it? So wait. Right on the D-pad. There it is. School crest. Proof that you cleared the prologue. It's a patch that displays the Hope's Peak Academy school crest. These things are things that you give to other characters. It's like a mini game where you get to find out more about them and it gets added to the report card. Only good, I think, for sort of filling yourself in with background information about the characters and for trophies if you're going for them. Truth bullets. Evidence and witness accounts you've made a record of. That'll become clearer as we go along. And map. Well, there's a map. Which you can just press. Try to remember what button is... Okay. Can't do it. Right, this looks suspicious. Some kind of lint roller. I guess we're supposed to clean up after ourselves? I guess so. I never used a lint roller in my life, but... Here we go. It's a notepad. I guess the school must have given one to each of us. But yeah, there's a camera watching each of us, just to make sure we're following the rules. All the windows are blocked up. A mono bay thingy. That's the door out, so what's our door lead to? So it appeared to be the bathroom. It's not opening. I guess it's locked. Why would the bathroom be locked? There's a piece of paper hanging up on the wall which says, Announcement from Headmaster Monokuma. Each room's lock has been designed to completely protect against tampering or lockpicking, so nobody can lockpick to come in and try and kill you, I guess. Remaking an individual room key is quite troublesome, so please make sure not to lose yours. Your room comes furnished with a shower, but please note that the water is turned off at night time. Also, the bathrooms in the girls' rooms include a lock of their own. Finally, we've prepared a small gift for each of you. For the girls, a sewing kit. Oh, sexist. And for the boys, a toolkit. Yep, stereotypical. The sewing kit includes a map of the body's vital organs. One stab will do the job, girls. For the boys, we believe a strong blow to the head with any of the tools should be ample. To be fair, a lot of blokes, they're not strong, even if the stereotype says otherwise. Don't think, just feel. Let's all enjoy ourselves. You know, I crumpled up the sheet of paper and threw it in the trash. If we have a look in the bin now... Just an everyday trash can. Okay. Also in trash cans paper I wadded up. Oh, nice, a coin. Good for buying crap. Okay, let's go for the key. This must be the key to the room. My name's written on the keychain, which means it must be mine, right? Yes. I better hang on to it for now. Okay, this is our key. Do we need to check anything else out? The drawers, maybe? Looks like there's something in the drawer. It's a toolkit. Oh yeah, the bloke's got a toolkit. Must be brand new. Still in the shrink wrap. I don't really need it right now, so I'll just leave it here. It's good to know, though. Okay, let's try the front door. Looks like this door leads outside. It's locked. Some of the rooms have locks, huh? Well, oh, yeah, we just read about that. I think I'm starting to understand. This room must be... Yep. Sleeping anywhere than the dormitory. Exactly, it's the dormitory. This is my assigned dorm room. Someone must have carried me here after I fell unconscious. So that answers that question. The next question is... What's everyone else up to right now? There's only one way to find out. And that's to get out of here. So, can I just go out the door now? Yeah. Let's go. I rushed out of the room to meet up with all the others, but there was someone waiting for me there. It was like something out of an old TV show. Wham! Hello there.
Oh, Sayaka? Sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Sorry about that.
She had an embarrassed smile on her face. I stood up slowly. You okay, Sayaka? You hurt? You make it sound worse than it is. I'm completely fine. Sorry, I pressed X on one of the voice bits back there. I know how I look, but I've actually built some pretty good muscle jumping up and down on stage. That's good then. But are you okay? You know, from when Mondo hit you? She does seem quite fragile. That's true. I got knocked out right there in front of everyone. I guess I revealed my lack of cool right from the beginning.
Makoto.
Makoto? Oh, I'm fine. Nothing wrong here.
That's good.
That's good. I was kind of worried. Thanks. By the way, what are you doing here? I came to get you. You came to get me? If you really are feeling better, I was hoping you could come to the dining hall.
You see.
After you got knocked out, everyone decided to go and do their own thing. Decided it would be more effective if we split up to investigate. So we agreed to get together later on and talk about what we each found out. Does that mean it's almost time to get back together? If that's what's going on, then of course I'll go with you.
That's good.
I'll go on ahead and meet you at the dining hall then. Okay. Triangle for the map, innit? You can see all the dorm rooms all got their own faces. Don't really... You have to try and sort of figure out and work out which character gets which icon. Doesn't make complete sense to me, but... Okay. I do get a bit confused on the map, to be honest, but... Classrooms and stuff. Oh, I don't have any reason to go that way. I know, but where's the... Oh, it's the fork and the spoon. Of course it is. Why is not a knife and fork like that sign on the right? I don't know. But... The dining hall, where we're going to be grubbing. This must be the dormitory dining hall. It looks pretty clean, so that's good. I guess that's not really important right now, with us being prisoners here and all. Yeah, that's true. Nobody was there waiting for us. We don't really have much choice. I guess we should just wait here for now. Okay, let's just wait here. You heard that?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition. Is it really just intuition? At least we've made a friend here, out of everyone. It's kinda sudden, I know, but here comes the tutorial. Reactions. Gonna be talking to Sayaka, yeah? While you're talking to her, some purple words are gonna appear. Here's how they work. When purple words show up, if you press triangle button, you'll go into reaction mode. Let's try it now. Oh, are you familiar with reactions? You can use direction buttons to make a selection and X to confirm it. When it comes to that dialogue, you can review whatever you talked about to look for more info. Talking to someone about things like this is called a reaction. Do your best to enjoy your ever-important school life. That's just wonderful. Make sure you keep it in mind as the story keeps on moving forward. Right, let's talk to her then.
Hey,
By the way, Makoto, what is it? It's just... I know it's kind of continuing the self-introduction thing, but I wanted to ask you something. Let's go for the top one first. We kind of got cut off before, but I had a question I wanted to ask you. Sayaka wants to ask me something? Wonder what it is. Now I'm really curious. Okay.
Hey,
Right, okay, let's get to the question then. It took us out the way. Look at it, the purple is darker when you've done it, so... What do you want to ask me? Did you happen to go to Blackroot Junior High? You may be in class 2? Yeah, actually I was. I knew it! I went there too, I was in class 4 though. Do you remember me? So these two knew each other. What's the chances? Do I remember? Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kinds of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget? Almost as surprising as her question was, that she remembered me. We'd never even talked to each other, but somehow she still knew who I was.
hey,
Are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm just surprised as all. I wouldn't have thought you'd remember me. We went to the same school for 3 years, of course I remember. That's true, but there were lots of students in our grade, right? Plus I've never been the type of person to ever really stand out. I'm average at everything and all my hobbies are totally normal. Even normal would call me boring. What are you talking about? You're so strange. Strange? That's... She started giggling even louder. That somehow mysterious smile of hers made my heart grow calmer. Her smile was the nicest smile I'd ever seen.
that's good.
Anyway, I'm really glad that I know somebody here. Talking to you has made me feel a lot better about all this. You're amazing, Makoto. No, I'm really not. I'm nothing at all compared to you ultimates. But you're the one that helped me find my courage again, not any of those ultimate students. Thank you for saying that.
Okay.
And to thank you for helping me out, I'm going to become your ultimate assistant. My assistant? I'm your assistant now. I'm going to help you out as much as I can, so let's get out of here together. When she says things like that, it just gets me pumped up. Which is nice, but still, everyone else is still late. Besides that, I don't even know what time it is right now. Must be a clock around here somewhere. Where could that clock be? So, what time is it right now? 7 o'clock? At night? Are there no hands on that clock, or is it just me? You were unconscious for a pretty long time. I see. Without being able to look out the window, I've lost all sense of time. If I have to stay in this place for too long, I might just go crazy.
Hey,
Can't believe no one's here yet, but I'm sure they'll start showing up soon. Almost like he timed it. Taka threw open the dining hall doors right as Sayaka said that.
Hey!
Ah, Makoto, Sayaka, so you two got here first, huh?
How?
Too bad, I was sure I'd beat everyone here. Guess that just means I don't have enough fighting spirit yet. But I won't give up. Next time, I swear I'll win no matter what it takes. Justice shall always prevail. That's a bit much, don't you think? Yeah. And soon after that, everyone else came strolling in, one after another. After a few minutes, everyone had gathered in the dining hall.
Okay, it looks like everyone's here. Time to start the meeting! Let's all go around and share what we found out during our respective investigations. The sooner we find out what's going on, the sooner we get out of here!
Uh-huh.
Hold on a sec.
Wait,
What are you talking
what's
about?
wrong? What about, what's her name? You know, the silver-haired girl. Oh yeah, Kyoko. Silver-haired. Pink? What about her? She's not here. What? Took another look around the dining hall. Sure enough, she was nowhere to be seen. Wonder where she went. Has anyone seen her? But everyone just shook their heads.
Huh?
Wait, so nobody's seen her? Why hasn't Kyoko shown up yet? Could it be because
Yes, indeed.
stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting? How you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that. They all think she's dead. Yeah. No, he does. Is it possible? Was she really? No, I'm just overthinking things. Darn it, Kyoko. You're really going to be late like this on the first day of school? Not only is she late, she didn't tell anyone she would be late. Most unbecoming personality trait.
Come on.
You're being a real jackass right now, you know that. What do you want me to do? Punctuality is everything.
You hear me?
Now then, I declare that the first session of the Hope's Peak Academy briefing meetings has begun. Makoto, actually, first of all, I've talked enough. Maybe we should listen to what everyone else has to say. Okay, let's do that. You know. Huh? What's up? I feel like I really have become your personal assistant, don't you agree? I may not be the best assistant in the world, but I'll give it everything I've got. No, you've already done so much as my assistant. Like, whoa. Okay. So we need to talk to some peoples, do we? Let's start off with far left, Mr. Know-it-all. Oh, wait. Oh, we got to talk to her. So since you're in the dark about all this, let me lay out what's been going on. Everyone's split up to investigate different parts of the building, but
You see.
Byakuya and Taka each went off on their own, and so did Kyoko. Okay, go for Byakuya. I wanted to try and find some clue as to who's responsible for imprisoning us here. But unfortunately I made no such discoveries. That's all from me. That's it? If I'd uncovered anything, naturally I would have more to say, but I didn't, so I don't. Understood. Makes sense, I suppose. Next up, there's
You see.
Taka. I spent some time looking around the dormitory, and there I made the discovery of the century. I found that there was exactly one room for each person. Yeah. I figured that out before anything else.
Yeah.
Each door already has a nameplate on it, so I guess all the rooms have been assigned already. And each room key is attached to a keychain, with the owner's name precision etched onto it. Which confirms that the room I was in earlier is, in fact, my room.
And plus.
And Chihiro and I found out that all the rooms are totally soundproof. Your next door neighbour could scream their lungs out and you wouldn't hear a thing. Well, each room also has a private bathroom, which could also lock. Looked like there was only locks on the bathrooms in the girls' dorms. Yeah, we were told about that earlier. When I checked my bathroom door before, it definitely seemed like it was locked. That's a good shout. That's weird. I should double check that later.
Hey, come
Okay,
on.
so we got a bunch of rooms ready for us, assuming we're gonna be here a while.
Quiet down and
Better
listen.
to have than not. At least we don't have to worry about surviving like wild animals. That can't be all you have to report, can it, Mr. Honest Student?
Got it.
That's all for my report. Let's move on to whoever's next. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna skip through until we get
You see.
to a part we haven't read. Looks like those all grouped up together. Okay, let's see what they found. We went all up and down the school, double checking the windows and all the hallways and classes. We wanted to see if we could get any of those metal plates to come off. What happened was nothing. Not a goddamn thing. We couldn't get a single one to budge even a little bit.
What should I do?
There wasn't any hope of escape anyway. The school really has been totally cut off.
This
This
is
sucks.
bad. Bad.
It
bad,
really
bad,
sucks.
Bad.
What the hell are we gonna do?
Hey, come on.
Goddamn, calm down. You're starting to make me nervous. That is a bit much.
You
Okay,
see.
next people. Same goes for those. Those were left over, so they joined up. So let's go for Hina, Sakura, and Mondo first. Thought maybe we could find some way to communicate with the outside, so we went looking all over.
Sorry.
But we didn't find a thing. Sorry.
Yo.
Went back to the main hall, thinking maybe we could do something about that giant hunk of metal.
Why?
But even with Sakura and me both,
What?
it wouldn't budge. We hit it with desks and chairs and nothing. It was hard as, like, metal.
Yes.
Well, yes, it is metal. Anyway, if we're gonna get out of here, it's not gonna be through there. I feel like I could just cry, but no. I have to hold it in. I have to manage my hydration.
So then.
I tell you what happened next. It has nothing to do with communicating with the outside world, but it's still worth worrying about. In both the school and dorm areas, there was a set of stairs leading up to another floor. But there were gates there, and we couldn't find any way to open them, so we couldn't check it out. In other words, at this point, we are only able to research the first floor.
However.
We can further assume that there is potentially something above the second floor as well. And if that's the case, there is at least a chance it may lead to a way out. Okay, there's a chance then. In the windows in this room, glass. I just noticed that with trees outside.
You see.
That's quite weird. Right, Celeste, Toko and Afumi.
Let's see.
If I'm being honest, I can't quite say we acted as one. Rather, we did nothing as one. We spent the entire time in the gym. Oh,
Most unfortunate.
honestly, we're not exactly the types to go running around the school like a gaggle of junior detectives.
What the hell's wrong?
What the hell were you thinking? Just sitting around the gym the whole time? It's not like any of you invited me along. Nobody said, hey, come with us. I blame you for leaving me out. It's your fault. If you wanted to go with someone, you should have just said something. Forget it. Like I'd want to go anywhere with a dirty slut like you. God. Your mind is as thin as your body. You make me sick to my stomach.
Are you for real?
I don't even know how to react. How can you say something so awful to someone you just met? To be fair, she looks like the type who's been bullied a whole lot, so she has, you know, issues.
Hey, come on.
Right guys, everybody just calm down, okay? All this stress is bad for your skin, you know? Yeah, sounds like you two are so close now you're fighting like sisters. I don't think that's what's going on, Sayaka.
Hey,
So that's what they have to say, huh? Then I guess I'm the only one left. Come on then, let's check it out. I went ahead and had a look at the dining hall. Found a fridge in the back of the kitchen. It was overflowing with all kinds of stuff.
that's good.
Guess we don't have to worry about food at least. Sure, for now. But even with all that, there are 15 of us. How long can the food last? You can just eat sesame seeds or something. What am I? A parakeet? Don't think we have to worry about it. All the food gets restocked automatically each day. At least that's what Monokuma said. You saw him?
Okay.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere while I was checking the fridge. Told me that, then disappeared again. He was so fast. I can't believe someone could have been moving him around with a remote control. Sorry if you heard singing in the background, that's awful.
That's...
A weaponized toy that can just appear from nowhere. I can't tell if we're supposed to be afraid or not. But it was everything okay? He didn't try to, like, eat you or anything. Eat her? What do you mean by that? I mean, when you say eat, what kind of eating are we talking about? Come on, man. Typical bird. What the hell, Fatty? You're acting like some kind of sleazy drunk dude.
Actually.
Not like this, a good kind of drunk dude. Hey, stop screwing around, all of you. You still asleep or something? We're prisoners here. We could all just die any second. She's right. We can't be making stupid jokes right now. We gotta do something or... A voice cut through the noise, interrupting Mondo. You're spending an awful lot of time yelling and carrying on. Do you really think you can afford to do so? Have none of you accepted the reality of the situation? Kyoko, where the heck have you been? We already started the meeting without you. She didn't say a word. Instead, she just dropped a piece of paper on the table. What's this? It appears to be a map of Hope's Peak Academy. I thought we already had a map. A map? What the? Where'd you find this?
Well,
Doesn't matter where I found it. It does matter. You're really freaking us out right now.
but more important,
Never mind that. What's it mean?
it would seem...
Look at it. The building we're in right now is laid out in precisely the same way as Hope's Peak Academy. So what you're saying is, this really is Hope's Peak Academy?
It's true.
Well, in terms of its construction, yes. But it looks like it's had a number of strange renovations done to it. Renovations?
However...
I don't know all the details yet. All I found was details about the first floor. But then, this really is Hope's Peak. We didn't get kidnapped and taken to some other place. So stupid it's not even possible. This is where the country's future elite is supposed to come and learn.
But...
If this really is Hope's Peak, where are all the other students? Hey, come on guys, let's just stop talking about all this, you know, negative stuff. But aren't you worried? Things don't look good.
Yo.
Worried? What's there to be worried about? I mean, this was all planned out, right? People in charge of Hope's Peak put this all together, right? If I get stressed every time something like this happened, I'd have ectoplasm shooting out of my mouth.
You know?
Good things come to those who wait, right? So we just gotta chill and everything will work itself out.
What's your
Why are you laughing?
problem?
What's so funny? I'm just happy, that's all. Seems splitting up to investigate was a good idea after all. Haven't you been listening? Looking around was a total waste of time. We didn't find a way out, didn't find who's behind this. We still have no idea what's going on.
Oh,
Is that not crystal clear to you what's going on?
are you okay with
Perfectly obvious that we have been imprisoned in some secret location with no way out. God, those eyes. None of us had any response to that. We didn't want to accept that reality, but he was staring at us right in the face. Yeah. We didn't have to go and say that. I was trying not to think about it. No way out. We're trapped here. What are we supposed to do? It's very simple. If you want to leave, you just have to kill.
Stop it!
Don't even joke about it. Everyone just calm down, please. We need to stop and think about what to do from here.
Seems
There's gotta be something we can do. All we can do is adapt. Adapt to living our lives here from now on.
That's...
Live here? You're saying we should just accept it?
Do you
A
understand?
lack of adaptability is a lack of survivability. Survival is not based on who is the strongest or smartest. It comes down to who can adapt.
Actually,
As someone who has come out on top more than once, I have a suggestion.
What?
What do you mean? You'll understand that we're trapped here, which means we'll be spending the night. However, you will remember the rule regarding nighttime, right? Yep, 10 PM to 7 AM. And sleeping anywhere than the dorms.
let's see.
So regarding this nighttime, I think we need to add a rule of our own. What do you mean? Going out at nighttime should be prohibited altogether. It's safer. School regulations do not actually tell us not to go out at night. I would like to make it official. But why?
Are you okay
The way
with
things are
this?
now, every time night comes, we'll all start to get worried and anxious. We'll be afraid someone might try and come and kill us. What? If we have to worry about that night after night for who knows how long, it will weigh us down in no time.
I see.
Such suggesting we limit our activity at night as a kind of preventative measure.
Indeed.
However, unlike the other rules, nobody can be forced to comply. We all have to agree to follow it.
What can we do?
I see what you mean, but I think I can agree to that. It's like the little goth Lolita said, without something like that, we're just gonna self-destruct. On behalf of all the men here, I agree to comply.
What?
You can't just decide to speak for all of us.
This is fine.
So everyone's in agreement? Good. Then if you'll excuse me...
Huh?
Wait, where are you going?
Let's see.
It's almost night time. I want to take a shower before it arrives.
I hope you
So
are
goodbye.
well.
Moving with pure elegance, Celeste left the dining hall. It's a smart idea. Her behaviour seemed so natural, I couldn't imagine anyone even trying to stop her. So I guess it's pretty obvious where we go from here. We've spent in the night, it looks like. Adaptability. So Mr. Chairman, what next? One person already left? Well, I'd say we call an end to today's meeting.
You understand?
Like she said, it's almost night time anyway. We can reconvene first thing tomorrow morning.
Huh?
Do we really have to stay the night here?
What can we do?
Don't have a choice. Can't go for long without getting some sleep. So we have to just give up. That's all fine and good for today. But what do we do tomorrow?
So in
Our
the
only
end,
option is to split up and look around again. And let everyone know if we find anything. Okay, let's do that.
Aw.
We're done for today. Good. I'm exhausted. With heavy movements, everyone headed off to their private rooms. You ready to call it a day? Yeah, better add. And I think calling it a day is a good way of putting it. So, this has been Greenie XI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit when we go for... Well, we're just going to check out how things go at night. And the following day, I'm sure. Did it save? That seemed really quick. Yeah, it saved. Okay, thanks again for watching, folks. See you again in a bit.